Fantastic. Today is super duper exciting. Not because of today, but because of what it means for the future. Today, the 21st, it is the darkest day of winter. Which means it's the darkest day of winter.
Oh.
Which means from now on, it just gets lighter and lighter. Just had a fantastic play date. It's been really good fun. One of Jasper's new little friends from preschool. Excellent. Only slight problem is, it's a bit 3 o'clock-ish, isn't it, Soph?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's not normally a massive issue, except I've done how much editing already today?
None.
None.
But you're really quick now, so that's fine.
Well, I had better be. Do I need to edit when we get back? Or should I really shoot this video? Because this video is in danger of not happening on the basis that there won't be enough light to actually do it. Okay, so today's video is going to be a bit of a special occasion. Tonight, the plan is, I'm actually going to sleep in my car, rather weirdly, on my drive. I will admit, totally bonkers. But I'm doing it because I want to have a proper go at this Tesla camping thing. I want to find out what it's actually like. Is it really feasible to have a comfortable, warm night in winter in the back of the car? And if I was to run the heating for the entire night, which I will, what effect would that have on the battery? Taking the car seat out, because that obviously won't fit, and just get these coats out as well. Bit mucky in here, so I'm going to give that a clean. Okay, so still a few more bits. Fantastic, that's a little bit better now. There is one small problem, however. I'm not sure there's enough room for the inflatable mattress to actually... I guess if we don't try, we will never know. One slight annoyance with this particular inflatable mattress is that the pump for it is mains powered. So I'm going to go grab a modified sine wave inverter. Definitely pushing it from a space point of view. The thing about modified sine wave inverters is, for the most part, they're fine for powering whatever. Certainly anything that's run from a power brick, absolutely no issue whatsoever. But electric motors are amongst the things which I think don't like modified sine wave inverters so much. So hopefully I'm not about to blow anything important up. 150 watt inverter ready to go. If you're wondering why I'm rushing like this, I'm rushing because we are losing the light. In about 10 minutes it's going to be pitch black outside, and whilst that'll be just fine for me going to sleep, it's not going to make for the best video. There we go. But I am determined to have a go at this sleeping in your car thing in the safety of my own drive, and that way, if it's all just a nightmare and just generally not a good idea, I can always just go to bed in the house as per usual. Okay. Okay, it works. Right, now what happens when I flick this switch? That's the question. Excellent. It is a little bit of a tight fit, but I reckon it's going to be pretty comfortable. So that's something at least. I'll have to get rid of that parcel shelf though. The space is definitely at a premium in here now. Who says you need a camper van? Tesla Model S. Excellent. Well, we'll see how comfortable this is a bit later. Actually, I don't need to see how comfortable it is. I tell you, it is perfectly comfortable. So now I just need to pop the thing in camper mode, and then hopefully I will have a warm, air-conditioned night's sleep in here. It will all be perfectly comfortable and be no problems whatsoever. And then I will know that I'll be able to do that in the future. I mean, I don't know how much power I'm going to use over the night. That's one of the questions. It's one of the reasons I want to do it in winter. It's one of the reasons I'm perfectly happy to do it on my drive, where I know I have power. Okay, next thing on the list is emergency editing and coffee. Okay, I've got my bedding. Now it's time for me to head out and try and get a good night's sleep in the car. I think I might just warm it up using the app. Now I'm only planning on having about 5 hours sleep tonight anyway, but it will be very interesting to see how much the battery runs down, and hopefully I can remember how to sort of do this camper mode thing. So basically, the problem is, if you were to just get into the back of the car and go to sleep, after half an hour the car would turn off. So what you need to do is put it in neutral, then manually put the parking brake on using the center console screen, and then what you do is manually lock the doors, which is a good idea, of course. Now there is one small problem. Technically the car is on, and in this country I don't think you can turn the daylight running lights off. I think it's like a legal requirement that they have to be on if the car is on. So that means whether you like it or not, the car is going to be putting out a bunch of light, and if I was at a motorway service station or something trying to get a couple of hours kip, there's a good chance I would get a succession of people knocking on my windows going, you know, you've left your lights on. So that's not ideal. Really what Tesla need is a button that specifically says camper mode. I must be totally mad. You put your foot on the brake, put it into neutral. Over here you go, controls, e-brake and power off, brake is on. Turn the exterior lights off. They're not very off. I can already, let me see, yeah. I guess now I jump in the back. Why I'm giving up? A perfectly nice warm bed inside. I'll tell you why, it's because I'm interested. I certainly wouldn't be comfortable in the back of an ordinary petrol or diesel car that was either going to gas me or freeze me to death. Okay, the car is still on, and I am now hunkered down in the back, ready for a good night's sleep. Well, I'm ready for a good night's sleep. You know what? I think I'm gonna make a few adjustments when it's just me on my own. A single inflatable mattress would make much more sense. Then I could leave one of the seats up and have a bit of room in the back, because at the moment it is a little bit tricky to be able to reach somewhere in the front in order to say, put your shoes somewhere sensible. This is where I say good night. Oh my god, I can't. Well, I've had my 5 hours sleep, but I need the loo, so I need to just go and yes, oh dear. I tell you what, I've not frozen to death. That's the first thing. I'm still here. I do have the temperature set a little bit low. I need it to be more 19, 20 degrees, and I had it on 18 degrees because I was hot when I got in the car last night, but now I'm not so hot. A few other things that occurred to me. Actually, they didn't occur to me, I learned the hard way. Make sure you turn off your windscreen wipers. Almost came right out of my skin when the windscreen wipers went off. 18 degrees is too cold at night. Even if you're warm when you go to sleep, you will be cold when you wake up. Put the climate control in manual fan and turn it right down so it's nice and quiet, and so that it doesn't just suddenly go whoosh. And the other thing is, when you get in and out of the car and it's in this neutral parking brake mode, it makes a really annoying beep. Yeah. Still got 60% battery remaining, so it's used about 9% over the 5 hours that I was sleeping last night. It is 4 degrees Celsius outside, so it's not freezing, but it is cold enough that if I was in a tent, I would have frozen to death. I'll come out and dismantle my bed later in the day. Certainly after I've had a coffee, a shower, said hello to everyone. The least comfortable bit of all this is the climbing in and out of the back. It isn't a caravan, which is a shame because it would make a great caravan. Okay, I think probably the best thing for me to do is to say goodbye. I hope you've enjoyed today's vlog post. If you have, remember to like it, share it, and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you tomorrow for the next installment of my daily vlog. Actually, I won't see you tomorrow. I'll see you later today for the next installment of my daily vlog. Bye. Oh yeah, we're gonna get back to those beautiful summertime days when we could all just go on nice road trips and the roads were dry and the sky was beautiful and blue. It's gonna be like the Caribbean, but with less palm trees.
And slightly colder.
No, won't be colder.